Today we are just going to discuss about Python functions. What is functions in Python? See, actually in Python, functions is a block of organized reusable code with a name that is used to perform a single or specific task. It can take arguments and return the value. Actually, functions helps break over our program into smaller and modular chunks. So as our program grows larger and larger, functions makes it more organized and manageable. So furthermore, it improves efficiency and reduce errors because of the reusability of a code. And what are all the types of functions? See, actually, there are two types of functions. One is built-in functions and user-defined functions, where the functions which are come along with the Python itself are called the built-in functions, which are also called as predefined functions. And some like range or print functions, input type, ID, evaluation. So these are all some of the functions which we just say as built-in functions. And when coming to user defined functions which are created by the program explicitly according to the requirement or called the user defined function. Here I have just specified the both the things, but we would just see it elaborate in the next sessions. And see here, dear friends, how a function that can be created. So here when we just make use of the creation of a function, we have to provide the keyword of def, that is the definition, and here it is the function name. What is the name you have to provide or you are going to call? And arguments, yeah, exactly, here you have to specify the parameters, whether one parameters or more than the parameters. And next comes the function body, and here it is a must to provide an indentation to make the function body, and at last there was a return value. Okay, so let me just see it with the example. See here, dear friends, def is a keyword that marks the start of the function header, and a function name to uniquely identifying the function name followed by the rules of writing identifier in Python. Kindly have a note of that. And next, coming to the parameter, it is the exact value passed to the function. They are optional. Next, you have to end it with a colon. Okay, so this colon mark the end of the function header. Next comes to the function body. So function body is a block of code that performs some task, and all the statements in the function body must have the same indentation level, that is use 4 space here, that is the level. Okay, next comes the doc string. Actually a documentation string is used to describe what the function does. And at last, let me just have the return, and return is the keyword to return a value from the function, and the return statement with no arguments is the same as return none. And kindly have a note of it, dear friends, while defining a function we use two keywords. One is def and return. Okay, and this definition is mandatory and this return keyword is optional. So here it is a example here how you just want to make use of a two parameter. You're just going to call it and making use of a function called add. And see here, dear friends, you want to just add these two numbers, and the resultant, that is the addition of or the sum of the two numbers, you have to return it as a value. And when on just see when on calling that add function, how the exact results would be. So here if you want to just make use of this function as 2 comma 4, it is in the sense that you are just passing the value as num1 is equal to 2 and num2 is equal to 4. 4. So when on just returning back, it just shows that the 2 plus 4 is equal to 6 and the resultant would be the 6. Okay, let me just come with an example without any parameters and with parameters also. So first let me just see without any parameters. So here what we just want to do is we want to give a function that is greet, and in that function we want to just give only one statement, that is and using some print, that is the common function. And here itself we are just giving welcome to Python for data science. So when on executing, just it returns on. So here it is the exact call function. Before calling the function, you would have to make use of the definition. And next comes the exact thing which you are mainly use for this calling a function, that is add two numbers. And see here, dear friends, we are not passing any value here, that is the parameter. But here in the function, we are defaultly providing num1 is equal to 3 and num2 are 6, and declaring that variable, making the sum of the two, num1 plus num2, and returning the value as total. And here it is not as returning, it is just printing the output of that of functions. Okay, let I just execute it. Yeah, it's 9. Okay, you can also make use of some string value to be called and may make use of that evaluation. So kindly have a look of this here. To the same generate full name, and here we are not passing any parameter. Instead, into that of function we have assigning the value of first name and last name, and there was a space also. And how we are just making is the full name, we are just want to concatenate the first name and a space and then a last name, and want to print it. So with this exact statement of coding, we are already making it as a function under the function definition, and then we are just making it the print also, that is also coming under the function parameter. So next, when on calling, it just going to print the exact full name. Now let me just make use of the same thing without parameter, but there wants a returning value. See, actually function can also return value. If a function does not have a return statement, the value of the function is none. That is, let us rewrite the above function by using the return. So above we just have a print alone. Let me just make use of the return statement here. And from now on we get a value from the function when we call the function and print it. So see here, dear friends, the same thing without the parameter here, but we have added one more parenthesis, and here we have included the return. And what is the returning? Total. And when on just returning this, the same result only, but when this conveniency making that there was a that is, instead of making that print here, it just returns the value to that of main functionality. Okay, and next to the same thing, so without making the print function here, we are just calling the exact functionality and providing the print. It is out of the exact functionality, and here we are just making the call inside the print functional. Okay, and let I just execute this too. Yeah, here it is the same result. And dear friends, I just want to give you one more an example, that is with the parameters, defining a functions with parameter. See, actually in a function we can pass different types of parameters as like number or string, boolean, list, tuple, dictionary or set, or whatever be as a parameter. And let me just see the examples with a single parameter. See, actually if our function takes a parameter, we should call our function with an argument. Okay, that it has to be must. So we have to keep it in the mind. And see here to the first example, so here we are just defining greet under name. Okay, so greet under name here, we just given some doc string, that is this function greets to the person passed in a parameter. So what is the exact name you are just going to call, that would be the exact greet name here. Okay, and here I'm just didn't call anything, but even though, see here, dear friends, let okay, anyhow, let me just make use of the greeter, and I just provide Ajanta. sorry, here let me just make use the string. And see here, hello Ajanta, good morning. So here our name, it just comes when we just pass through one parameter. Okay, and next comes the same thing. If I just want to make use of some number, okay, so if I just pass on to one parameter, and that number we are just here, okay, in this exact function would just make a sum of number. And what is the number? That is the range. You are just going to receive it as a sum of the number. So that is the exact function that defined here. Okay, and see here, dear friends, if we just want to make use of this, I want to have a small functionality that make a summation of 10, and second it's make a summation of 100. And let I just make both the calling as at the same time. And see here, so this exact function would print the sum of numbers. So first it just makes the 10 summation, and next it just provides the 100 as a summation. Okay, let me just pass two parameters, make us examples as a two parameters. See, a function may or may not have a parameter or a parameters. A function may also have two or more parameters. If our function takes parameters, we should call it with arguments. That have to be in mind. So here, see here, dear friends, here I'm just giving two parameters. One is name, and to that, of course, yeah, where I just want to specify the name, I have given the placeholder exactly, and to the same thing in the course name also as a placeholder. And here I'm just making, that is calling the function by two parameters. One is Ajanta and one is the Python. So here, when I'm just calling this course function, it just goes to the course definition, and it just execute accordingly. And for this, the parameter 1 and 2, it would just fetch it from the argument when on calling. And see here, dear friends, so this is the first parameter and this is the second parameter. Okay, now to the same thing, let me just have an example with parameter and returns a value. Okay, with parameters, here returns a value, and this is the exact function, and we are passing one parameter and with a return. And what is the return? Return is exactly the message. See, actually in this function, in this example, we most probably have used about the print functions only. So just to show you the examples, okay, I just go one by one. So first one, it is a single parameter. I'm just making it with a return message, and getting the exact argument as the string. And next, it is also a single parameter with a return value, where this provides addition of 10. Addition of 10 is in the sense it just add the number till 10, and each and every time it just makes an incremental. And here it is the exact value, that is if you want to make the number to be 10, okay, so sorry, number to be 90, and it has to be added with the 10, and the next it has to return that 90 plus 10. So the resulted would be 100. And next, there was an example of a single parameter where we want to make use of a square number. So here, see, actually, instead of making a separate statement or declaring a variable and passing it as an x is equal to or a square number is equal to x into x, here we are just making that return value itself in the as a product of that number, that is the square number. And when we just make square number of 3, so it is 3 into 3, so it's resulted with 9. Okay, and you can also provide a single parameter by making a function as like area of one circle. Okay, so here also yeah, you can also make use of this parameter exactly by the same single return function. But here what we just want to make it is just assigning a pi value and then making the argument to be passed. So here a separate area has to be declared, and then calling the function. Okay, so here if I just want to make area of circle of 10, so pi into 10 into 2. So here the value is 314.0. Okay, next, let me just make use of two parameters as an examples. And see here, dear friends, we want to calculate sum of two numbers or addition of two numbers. Okay, when we just make use of that inside a function name called calculator and passing two variables a and b. So if I just want to combine that and returning as addition. Okay, you can also directly provide return a plus b, that can also be passed. Okay, so as you are convenient, and here we are just adding that two number, and here when we just pass on to the argument as 30 and 6, we are just getting the resultant as 36. Okay, let me just see an example with a string value and pausing. Yeah, exactly, we have just seen this. And see, dear friends, here we just given a full name, the description, and then calling the function as generate full name, and providing the first name and the second name. And see here, dear friends, when on just calling this, yeah, we just got the exact resultant with the descriptions too. Okay, yes, the same thing with the two numbers and a return value. Here also we have just made the same thing. Okay, so calling this number, you can just pass on to this. Okay, and here you want to evaluate the current age. Okay, here what you are just going to do is the current year and the birth year. If you just specify it, want to just making use of this calculation, that is subtracting the birth year and to that of current year, it just calculating the age, and it's just returning the age. And here we are just want to have a exact value for the age. So for that we are making a or creating a function calculate age and providing some year. So here current year is 2022 and making the birth year as 1819. Okay, so it is 2003. See, actually just for an example I have just given you. And weight of an object, here you can just evaluate with an expression or a formulation or any other thing. And when on just passing the mass and the gravity as the argument of to that of function, here we want to define weight of the object. And when the weight of the object, here we are just giving the expression as mass into gravity. But here what we are just making it is a string. We want to convert it into a string because we just make as n as a unit, and here it just provides weight of an object. Here it is 98.0 and n. So here just to return the value into that of as a string. Okay, where he in this session we are just going to discuss about functions return statement. In Python, to return value from the function, a return statement is used, and it returns the value of the expression, and here it is the exact syntax for it. And see here, dear friends, when we just make a declaration of a function and having a function call name, here the under that function we are having some statements that has to be executed or to be done under the function process. And at last we have the return. And for your information, dear friends, have a note of it. The return value is nothing but an outcome of the function. The first one is main. It returns statement ends the function expression or execution, and for a function it is not mandatory to return a value. And if a return statement is used without any expression, then the none is returned. And for your most of the thing information, see here, kind of have a note of it. The return statement should be in the inside of the function block. So kindly have note of this indentation. And let me just make use of that with some examples. And this grid, yeah, it is just a function to have a grid. I just execute this, dear friends. And see here, when on calling that function. See, we want to just make a greet with a name, and once on giving that name, it's just going to print that is hello with the value or with the exact argument just passed by the function, and ended with one more string value. And see here, dear friends, here none is returned value, since when greet directly prints the name, and no return statements is used. No return statement here we just used. Here just making only the print, and here it just makes the none, where we are directly from the greeting, that is directly from the function, it just makes the print function. Okay, and how to make it, let me just see it with some more functionality. Let have passing arguments with key and value. If we pass the arguments with key and value, the order of the arguments does not matter. And let me just see it with an example. See here, dear friends. So the exact function name here, it is print full name. Okay, that is the exact function name. And so it has an argument of first name and last name. And see here, dear friends, here we are just, as we have already seen, I think so, related to this, we are including a space between the first name and second name, and we want to get it done. And even though if we are making this print functionality from the print full name, and we are just making the call of the function by print full name and providing the argument value as Ajanta and Devi, that is the first name and the last name's value. And here we just get the exact output but with a none, because here we are not having the return value. Okay, and second, the same thing with an example of the already we have just seen that adding of two numbers, passing two numbers, that is num1 and num2. See, if we do not return a value with a function, then our function is returning none by default. So to return a value with a function, we use the keyword return followed by the variable we are returning. We can return any kind of data types from the function, be strings or an integer or a float, or even a list can be returned. Okay, let me just make it one by one. See here, we are just making it with a written full name. Okay, and what is the full name? When we just get the arguments as first name and last name, and here within a single line we are just providing the first name and last name. And see the same example which we have just done in the cell 3. Now we are in cell 5. Okay, instead of printing directly from the function, that is the function definition, and here we are just making use of the return. And see here, the none is not done here. Okay, that is done, none is not executed. And to the same, let me just make the same example of cell 4. Here we are just returning the total. What is the total? The summation of number 1 and number 2, and we are just giving the value for num1 and num2, and when on adding, and see here the same 5 here but without a none. This is how we just execute it, and this is the main function for using the return value. And see here one more example is that, dear friends, this function returns the absolute value of the entered number. So here, if we are just providing a number, okay, and here inside the function it just makes an evaluation of whether the number is greater than or equal to 0. If it's so, just returns num, or else it has to make a minus num. Okay, so see here, dear friends, as it is greater than num, that is greater than 0, it just returns the same 2. And when on just giving minus 4, it has to be returning as positive number. So see here, it is the exact absolute value. Okay, so minus of minus 4 is positive 4. That is what here. Okay, fine. Let me just move on to the next example. See here, dear friends, we are just making some need some input from the user. Okay, so here what it just did, adding the two values and printing with function. Okay, I want to just get print of a plus b, and what is the a plus b here is sum of a plus a and b, and we want to return a plus b. Okay, and second function is there, where this function it is just going to make use of only printing hello. So with this two function, what we want to do is, first let me just make the calling of first function and printing the summation of a and b, that is return value of return expression of the first function. And second it just calling the second function, and the last it just make execution of rest of the code. Okay, so let me just execute this and see what is the output. Yeah, see here, dear friends, so adding the two values, printing within function, this comes in the function 1, and a plus b, yeah, it is just getting the value from the sum, and with the arguments 10 and 20 it added and return the expression as a plus b. So what is the a plus b? It is 30. Okay, and here it just print the a plus b first, and next it returns the a plus b, where it is returning with the description as total with a colon and then total. That is what here. Okay, so that is what here it just comes in this statement. And next recalling of the second function, where it just gives only the greet of hello, and next one the normal print function, rest of the code. Okay, fine, dear friends, let me just make one more example with this detailed functionality. Okay, see, I just want to make whether is even, yeah, whether it is even number or not, and I just want to make it from a list. And here we are just creating or declaring an empty list, even number. Okay, and from the list, where this exact list one, you are just getting it from the user, whether it can be input function, or you can just get it by the function arguments. Okay, and when that exact list one by one the element has to be evaluated whether it is even or not by making the modulus by 2 equivalent to 0. And if you are just making it as an even number, it has to be appended into a list n. Okay, and that n would be the exact even number where you are getting that returning value. So returning also it is inside a list value only. Okay, and see, we are just want to call the list by making a list of the function, and here it is the list 2 3 46 63 72 83 90 and 19. So when on passing this function, and this function call would just evaluate whether the element contained in the list is even or not, and once for all returns only the even number. And let me execute this. Yeah, see here, dear friends, from this we just got only the even number list as 2 46 72 and 90. Okay, returning type with multiple values. Yeah, see here, dear friends, we are having so many multiple values that can also be written. You can also return multiple values from a function, and use the return statement by separating each expression by commas. You can use it. Okay, and here it is an arithmetic operation, and num1 and num2 be the arguments of the functions, and what are all the results we are just going to return is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So all this value we are just going to return it. And when on returning, and see here, dear friends, we are just making it in a multi declaration of a variable within a single statement, where the arithmetic is the function call, and once on making this we just get the return expression as the value of different multiple values. Okay, for add or subtraction, multiple division, where each and everything we are just declaring it with a name as a variable name as a b c and d, and that says with the resulted what is the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of the same. See here, dear friends, this is how You can make use of multiple values. Yeah, next let me just see how returning a boolean values. Yeah, exactly, you can just make use of boolean values as true or false. And see here, dear friends, so is even, yeah, it is just going to get only one value or one argument from the function, and it is just going to check whether it is an even or not. And before it checking, it just make a print function as even as a heading, and wherever you are just calling it, if it is modulus by 2 divided equivalent to 0, it returns true or else false. So this exactly, see here, there are two returns where return stops further execution of the function. This makes that as like a break when it returns true. Okay, and if it is not, furtherly it returns false according to the function call, main call. Okay, so that is what's difference between these two return function. Okay, let I just execute. See here, dear friends, we have just given two statements. One is 10 and 7, where 10 is the even, so it is returned true, and it made a break, that is terminated the exact statement, and it jumps to the next statement. And when the next statement is also a function call, where it just want to evaluate whether 7 is an even or not. And see here, as it is not, so this condition, that is if condition, it is not satisfied, so it is not getting into the, it is not getting into the print function. Okay, so it just comes out of the function and it returns false. And for your information, see here, if I just provide this also as a even number, I would just get two even output here. Okay, let I just execute. See here, dear friends, so one even is for 10, second even is for 8. So here it just makes the true condition here, and then it just enters into the if block. So once if it is entering into the if block, it just makes the return true, and then make the break, that is terminate the current flow, and it jumps onto the output. Okay, so that is how this happened. Okay, next let me just move on to return a list. And see here, dear friends, as we have already made one of the statement returning a list, where list it's a single element. So as like single element, we can just make use of it. And here also the same, but what it just make it is, here it is just going to get only one value as a string value. Okay, and with that string value, an function argument value, and with that it just makes the for range. Okay, so that makes as a range, and with that range it just making whether only the even numbers we have to make it, and that it is appending in the I, and once for all it is just going to execute it as a return value. And here the return expression is a list. And see here, dear friends, it is just going to have a 10, and from 0 to 10 it is just going to have as a range, and from that it is just going to extract only the even as a list, and here it is the output. Okay, how to call a function in Python? Yeah, we have already seen that example, but anyhow, I just want to give you a small definition. That is, once we have defined a function, we can call it from another function. So program or even the Python prompt. So to call a function, we just simply type the function name with the appropriate parameter. If we are not having any if we are not having any parameter into the declaration of the function, yeah, you should not give the parameter in the call function also. If you are providing one single value argument, yeah, you have to call it with the same single value only. If you are having multi-value, or you have to give the multi-value, so you have to just be conscious on what is the exact function when on making it and defining. Okay, and let me just make you see, we have already given a function greet. So here I'm just calling it, yeah, hello Ajan, good morning. Yeah, so with that function, see, actually kindly just have a note of it, dear friends. Try running this code, okay, in the program with function definition to see the output, where if you are just having this function already greet, you have already defined earlier. So even though in this example, see here, you have already done here. So whenever you are defined, you can just call wherever you want. If it is not defined, you are just going to get it an error. Okay, so let me just make one more functionality, define wish. Okay, so this is also the same thing, but let me just have it with the greeting, or now it is an wishing thing. Okay, so just we want to wish a happy birthday and hope you have a wonderful day, and we are just going to pass a value as an argument. Okay, and here what is the argument is the name of a person. Let it be a first name or a last name. Okay, let me just give a short name also. Yeah, happy birthday Bill, hope you have a wonderful day. Okay, so this is the same thing, you can just make use of defining and then calling the function. And see here dear friends, you can also make use of multiple calling, and when on just see this greetings, uh, uh, it just has the name is equal to friends, and here you are just providing greeting as Ajanta. Okay, and here you are not having any values. So how you can just make it is, see here dear friends, if you are providing the value here, it just take it as a default, and without arguments you can just pass it. And if you are specifying something, that value would be assigned to this. And see here we are having two greetings function call, and let I just execute. See here dear friends, so for the first one, it defaultly took the value which is inside the argument. But when I just provide a particular value to that of function, it assigned to the new one and made the greeting. That is how. So it is overwritten to the top. Okay, and let me just make one more example. See here, here I just want to make it a full name. Okay, and defaultly I'm just providing the argument as first name is equal to Ajanta, last name as a Devi, and with a space. And I just want to return that full name with a concatenation of first name, space, and the last name. When I just call it without any arguments, yeah, it is just going to return Ajanta Devi. If I am just particularly with this Idan and Hand, yeah, it is just going to make it as Idan and Hand. So it is just function overwriting, also overloading. We can just make use of it. And see here, dear friends, here one more calculation. Let me just make just an expression. It is going to evaluate the age by making the current age, and if you want to calculate it, yeah, here it is. What is the age is 201. Okay, and next there was an example for it was a mainly what is this function is first I want to swap it the number, that is I'm just giving x and y, so two arguments I'm just going to give you. Okay, in the argument when I'm just calling the function, these two values I want to swap it. So in that swapping, it is not directly possible to make that swapping. So what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to include a third value, declare a third value. So as a temporary value, and with that, I'm just making this swap. And once for all swapping, okay, once after the swapping, I just want to print the value of x is and the value of y is. Okay, and see here dear friends, let we just make x is equal to 6, y is equal to 9, and after swap this is x comma y. Okay, so here let I just make this value, okay, here, so it would be very easy to know. Okay, without indentation I have to give it. Okay, this value of x before a swap. Okay, before swap. Okay, let I just execute this different. See, before swap my x value is 6, y is 9, and after swapping my x value is 9 and y is 6. Okay, so this is done only by using this function call. Okay, and yeah, next I just want to give one more example here, whether the given number is odd or even. So I just want to check whether my given or your value is odd or even. Okay, so here 9 is an odd number, and if I just want to give some other, let I just give 4. Yeah, 4 is a even number. So that is how you can just make use of this function and check whether it is the given number is odd or even. And yeah, this example we have already seen, I think so we have already discussed. That is the weight of an object in newtons. It has to be return value, and by getting the value of mass only. Okay, here where here gravity is equal to 9.18, it is defaultly provided, and weight of the object 100. If you just provide, yeah, it is just going to multiply it by the average gravity of the earth surface, and it is going to return the value. Let I just make it, see here, oh sorry, okay, see here. So weight of an object in newtons, two times I have just called the function. One is with 100 and another it is with a 1.62 of the gravity. Okay, so if I just give the value of gravity, so it accepts its, that is overwriting the new values, and if it is not, if I am not providing the gravity value, it defaultly takes as 9.81. And for your information, see here dear friends, here I have just given some of the functions exercise with level 1 and level 2, level 3. So kindly have hands on and make use of this exercise.